kindergarten friends. Today for our learning objective, we are going to talk about how to write our lowercase letters. Our learning objective says, I can write my lowercase letters. Can you read that with me? I can write my lowercase letters. And that is exactly what we are going to practice today. How to do all of our lowercase letters, our small letters. So you're going to need something to write with. I'm going to use my whiteboard with a dry erase marker and an eraser. So you can either get that or you can get a piece of paper and a pencil. Okay, so as we set out to start writing our letters, we have to make sure we leave enough room for all of our letters to fit. If we write them really big like my hand, will they all fit? No, they will not. So we're going to make sure we start at the top left corner of our paper or our whiteboard and we go all the way across because we always go left to right, top to bottom. Okay, so I'm going to start right here in my top left-hand corner with my first letter. And what is that first letter that we need? The letter A. We go from A all the way to Z. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to write along with me. And when we're all the way done, you're going to send a picture and seesaw so that we can see your good work. Okay, so let's start with our lowercase a. Remember, A is an over around letter. So we're going to go over around like a C and then pull down. Did you see that? You're going to start right here, go over around like a C and pull down. That is what your A should look like. You should not be putting a circle and a stick, okay? This is not the right way to write an A. You have to do it the way that I'm teaching you. All right, what is our next letter? The letter B, you're right. So when you do a B, we always go top to bottom, don't we? Yes, we do. So we're gonna go down and then go over and around. Did you see that? I went down and then over and around for your letter B. Do it the way I taught you. If you do it the other way, where you just put a stick in a circle, it looks messy, doesn't it? So that's why I'm teaching you the right kindergarten way to write your letters. Okay, so we have A, B. Our next letter is C. You know how to do that one. Over, around, and open. What comes after C? D. And if you can write an A and a C, you can write a D. It's also an over around letter. So start like a C, go over around, and then you're going to go up and pull back down. So you should have A, B, C, D. And if you find that I'm going a little bit too fast, feel free to pause the video or go back and rewatch it to catch up. Okay? All right, after D, we need the letter E. Now, a lot of boys and girls have a hard time with the letter E. Let me show you some tricks on how to write it, okay? When you do your lowercase e, you're going to start right here, and you're going to go across, and then over around like you're making a C. Okay, so if you can do a C, you can do an E. You go across, and then over around like you're making a C. Did you get it? Good. Let's go ahead and go to our next letter, which is the letter F. F, it curves at the top with your lowercase, doesn't it? So I'm going to start and I'm going to curve and go down. It looks a little bit like a candy cane. And then across in the middle. And there is your lowercase f. All right, our next letter is the letter G. Now, the letter G is also an over around letter, so that means we're going to start like a C, aren't we? So you're going to go over, around, then you're going to come back up and go down and curve. Did you get that? Let me show you again. You're going to start like a C, go over, around, up, down, curve. All right, what comes after the letter G? H. Watch how I do the H. I think the H is kind of fun to write. So you're going to start at the top. You're going to go down, up, and over. Make sure when you go up and over, you only go up halfway, okay? Because you want to leave the stick at the top. All right, what comes after the H? The letter I. I's a fun one too, and it's a pretty easy one to remember. Lowercase I is just a straight line down and dot. All right, what comes after I? The letter J. The letter J. So if you can do the lowercase I, you can do the lowercase j. You start here. You're going to go down, curve, dot. And what comes next? K. K. So when we do our lowercase k, it's very similar to our uppercase K. We're going to start at the top and pull down. Okay. And then when you're going to slant in, slant out, you're just going to start about halfway because you want to leave some stick at the top. So slant in, slant out, and there's your K. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. What comes next? L. Well, that's an easy one. This is probably the easiest one. It's just a straight line for that lowercase L. Whoop, there you go. What comes after L? M. Oh, another fun one. So watch this. Okay, it's a short letter. You're going to start right here, go down, up and over, and there's your M. Okay, we're ready for our N. It looks similar to our M, doesn't it? You're going to pull down and then just go up and over one time. Did you get it? Good. Okay, so our next letter after N is the letter O. Start like your C. Go over, around, and close. Now, I know that you could write an O a different way, but that is not the way that you need to write it. You always want to go over, around, because it's an over, around letter. And if we start going backwards on those, our letters are going to start looking really funny, friends. Okay, so we have L, M, N, O. What comes next? P. You're right. So we're going to start here. This is one of the letters that goes below the line, kind of like a G and a J. You're going to go down, up, and around for your P. Down, up, and around. All right, are you ready for Q? Q's an over, around letter. Start like a C. Over, around, down, curve back. That is how you make a Q. Over, around, down, curve back. What comes after Q? R, and that looks similar to an N. If you can write an N, you can write an R. So you're going to start the same way. Down, up, and over. You just don't go all the way down. You just go over a little bit. And there is your lowercase r. All right, so it looks like I ran out of room. I'm going to have to go to my next line. What's my next letter? S. Lowercase s looks just the same as uppercase S. It's just smaller. You're going to curve and curve back for your S. And the next one is T. We need a lowercase t. Start like an L, okay? So pull down, and then what do you need? Yep, a cross in the middle. Our next letter is U, which looks similar to our uppercase U, but it's a little bit different. So you're going to start like that. You're going to go down, curve up, and then pull right back down because you want it to have this little line right here for your lowercase u. All right, next one is V. Remember, that one's pointy at the bottom. You're going to slant down, slant up. And what comes after V? W. It looks like a double V though, doesn't it? Slant down, slant up, slant down, slant up, W. What comes after W? X. You're right. Okay, so these are two slant lines. You're going to slant down and slant across. We've only got 2 letters left. All right, the next one is Y. Watch how we make the lowercase y. It's a little bit different than the uppercase. You start like an X. You're going to slant down and then come over here and slant down. This is one of those letters that goes below the line, like our G and our J and our P and our Q. All right, we've got 1 letter left. What is it? Z. Just like the uppercase, right? Go across, slant down, across, Z. Okay, so let's check and make sure we have all of our letters. There should be all 26 here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. All right, we are done. When you finish, take a picture of all your lowercase letters and send it to us in Seesaw. Have fun writing. Bye.